The recording has started. So welcome everyone for today's session of the launch of GEG Surat. Panna ma'am is leading GEG Surat. So I would request Panna ma'am to please take over with the session.
Yeah. So I'll just share my screen. Okay, so everyone, good evening, namaskar, namaste, kem cho, bada, Gujarat. So I'm from Surat, so I'm welcoming also in Gujarati on this auspicious day, Guru Purnima. So happy Guru Purnima to all the educators here, and it's a wonderful day today. So I welcome you all to GEG Surat Launch India event. And this was like impossible without Dr. Vishal sir and Reshma ma'am and all my other partners who have encouraged me, inspired me, motivated me to start with GEG Surat, and this is how we landed up here. So I'll introduce first myself. I'm Ms. Panna Gandhi, leader and founder of GEG Surat India. I'm a passionate educator and an edu leader. I love and my vision is to empower other educators as in the best way as I can to support them in their learning. I've been into leadership since many years, and this platform, Google for Educators platform, has given me immense motivation and inspiration during this pandemic. Actually speaking, pandemic has affected everyone, but for me it was a little boon also, I would say, because this is how it happened that I got connected with Mr. Vishal sir, and I got connected with GEG Ahmedabad and GEG Pune, and happened to launch my event. So this is my agenda. We'll talk about GEG, what is Google Workspace, and how to become Google certified educator as well. So before starting the event, I welcome the guest of honor, Dr. Priyadarshi Nayak and Dr. Harikesh Sharma, and the rest all people, Dr. Vishal sir, Ms. Reshma Honat, Ms. Sangeeta Gulati, and Ms. Sonia Agarwal. So let me speak about Dr. Priyadarshi. So Dr. Priyadarshi is, sir, my screen is visible properly?
Yes, very well.
Okay. So Dr. Priyadarshi is a school principal at Doon Public School, Hathras, a resource person and city coordinator of CBSC Hathras, District State Coordinator, NTA, MHRD, Government of India, founder and chairman of CED Foundation and Global Talk Education India. He is a wonderful person and a great personality. He is PhD and DLET in School Education and Administration. He is an administrator with rich experience of more than 25 years and education consultant, mentor, trainer, motivator, and institute strategist across the world, and associated with a number of schools and academic auditory and member governing councils and management committee as well in the schools around the country. Further speaking about, welcome sir.
My sincere gratitude, regards to the entire GEG Surat or the entire chapter of India chapter. Dr. Vishal is taking a wonderful initiative, and I believe education fraternity to do something creative to improve the quality of education. I congratulate the GEG Surat chapter getting launched, and I believe that if at all I can contribute to it, I'll be more happy to it. Congratulations once again to that team.
Thank
you very much, sir, and most welcome to today's session, and so glad that you have shared your time with us today.
Yeah,
lovely.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us and accepting this invitation. Now I welcome Dr. Harikesh sir. He has been my ex-principal and he is the principal of a renowned school in Surat. He has done his MSc B.Ed, Professional Diploma in Educational Management, Cambridge International Diploma for Teachers and Trainers, and PhD in Educational Management and School Leadership in 21st Century. He is in education since last 23 years, with 16 years of administrative experience in CBSE, ICSE, and IFC schools. He is also awarded with many accolades and has conducted workshops for teachers. So I welcome, sir. Over to you, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot, madam. And on my behalf, I extend my all the best wishes to you. And I'm happy to see Dr. Priyadarshi sir, because I have seen some of the programs through different mode, because he's very much active on YouTube, and especially whenever CBSE Plus and all are updated. So,
my regards to you, sir. My regards.
Yeah, I extend all my best wishes to Mrs. Panna, who is very active and creative. And definitely, I'm seeing first time Dr. Vishal Waria. So it's great time ahead, and I'm associated with education. I'm from Surat, so whatever help is extended from me as an educator, as a human being, so I'll be ready, and it's my pleasure to be part of this. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining and sparing your
welcome, Sharma sir. We would definitely like to have your expertise shared over this platform as well. So glad to have you today with us. Thank you.
Okay, now I welcome the most excellent person who has inspired me and encouraged me with launching GEG Surat, Dr. Vishal Waria. He is an excellent edu leader and managing director of a renowned school at Rajkot. He is a certified career counselor, Google certified educator and trainer, PhD in education, a leading school management and educationist, having a value of commitment and eagerness to learn new system, tuning technology in day-to-day tasks, tech savvy, eager to upgrade and use educational technology, and a very down-to-earth person having objective to contribute values and worthiness in the field of education. He is the founder and leader of GEG Ahmedabad, Gujarat, India. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. There's a lot of words you have spoken. बहुत कुछ बोल दिया आपने आज. Thank you very much. I'm so humble of you to introduce me, and I'm so glad that GEG Surat is being launched today. And all the best wishes, and our support and cooperation is there with you. Let us have a very good startup with GEG Surat, and let us have a good community, good spread of word for the share of technology and good collaboration among all the educators that join the group.
Definitely, sir. And your support will be always always needed. Yours and Reshma ma'am's.
Yeah, we are all here together, ma'am.
Next, I welcome. I'm honored also and welcome Dr. Miss Reshma Hona. She is also a wonderful person and a down-to-earth person, a Google certified trainer and a passionate educator with a vision to bring change and empower the education system with the use of technology. She is the founder and leader of GEG Pune and Maharashtra, global GEG co-leader, member of GEG Southern California and International Society of Technology in Education, ISTE. She has worked at the University of Pune, India as a lecturer while in India and as a dean of students and teacher of mathematics in US. Currently, she is in Southern California and she works as a dean of students. Combining her 1 year of corporate and academic experience, she strives to share her learning with other educators and help empower them in the changing landscape of education. Welcome, Reshma ma'am.
Thank you so much, Panna ma'am. Like Dr. Waria said, you gave a very, very descriptive welcome to all of us.
I should.
No, thank you so much. It is all because of you all as educators who are passionate and are ready to join the community. So last year when I learned a lot of things, I always think about all the education system and educators back in my country, India. And I always feel that we are so lucky to have such great leaders, but probably just the vision is not there, or probably there are no resources that are there. So I really wanted to expand it to educators in my country. And that is why I thought of the idea of starting GEG Pune and Maharashtra to bring community. And thanks to Dr. Varia, he was the first person who reached out to me, and he said, I was looking for GEGs, and great. And we started collaborating together. So I have never met anybody of you in person, but the collaboration that we have through GEGs is amazing. And congratulations to you also, Panna ma'am, for joining in this group of educators we all have a vision to make a change and empower our educators around us. So congratulations for starting GEG, and welcome all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I welcome Ms. Sangeeta Gulati. She is an educationist since 21 years and is the head of mathematics department at a renowned school in New Delhi. She is a Google certified educator, trainer, as well as a Google certified innovator with a vision to support and empower other educators. She is the founder and leader of GEG Delhi NCR. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Panna. Thank you so much. Congratulations for taking this initiative and for also opening these opportunities to the people of Surat. But it's not only for Surat, GEGs for everyone. Yes. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of followers, and we'll all kind of stay connected and grow together. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. And last, I welcome Ms. Sonia Agarwal. She is an entrepreneur and adoption specialist at Google for Education India. Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, I think she just left because I think she must have received a call or something.
Okay.
When she rejoins, we'll just have her. Yeah, she is joined. She has just joined. Yeah, Sonia ma'am, it's over to you now. Welcome to this launch session of GEG Surat. Just a moment. Yeah, I think she's having some tech issues.
I think. Okay, no worries. Okay, so let's go further. And since she is not there, okay, so let's go towards the launch event.
So the most awaited portion of today's session is the launch of GEG Surat.
Yes.
So please do the honors.
Yeah, sir, please do the honors.
Yeah, let's launch. Just press the play button.
Yes, sir. First the top video and then the big screen.
Yeah. You need to press it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, fine. Okay, so here we go. I think it stopped. I guess it stopped.
So we launched with India then. Great.
Okay. Yeah, the video had stopped, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Just once again. Even I'm facing some technical issues today.
No worries. Just continue the presentation.
Yes, sir. Okay, so that was the launch.
It would take time to launch, so
yeah. Okay, fine. I'll just continue.
So congratulations, ma'am, for launching Surat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So once again, everyone, welcome to GAC Surat. And I would speak more about what is GEG, what are GEGs. So GEGs is an initiative by Google for Education, and GEGs are formed with their approval after a after a scrutiny process. It's a process, and after that, they are approved by Google and they are formed. So GEGs are community of educators, and for educators who collaborate and support each other for a meaningful and impactful learning goals for 21st century learners. So what are GEGs? So it is a platform where all the educators collaborate, learn, share, inspire, empower, share their best practices, motivate each other, and everyone supports each other for learning, for making the future. Our students, the main motto of GEG is to help students to learn better with using more technology. So of course, teachers are associated with students, and without students, we are nothing. So the main idea, the main goal is to reach students with more technology, with the keeping in mind the learning goals, which are very important. How GEG works? So GEG ignites and inspire educational community, help to start a GEG and reignite with your with the GEGs which are there, hold PDs, present and share latest news about globally also. They also share, like Google, it is by Google, so all the news about Google, whatever are there, it is presented to GEG, and this is how it is delivered to other educators around us. Now it also works. GEG basically is a Google thing which works with Google Workspace, which supports communication, collaboration, organize, and engage. We also learn and share how to use various Google tools at GEG. Over to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, yes.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for introducing GEGs. So basically, as ma'am said, GEGs are representing Google educator groups. They are basically for supporting educators for remote teaching and learning. So how to use technology to conduct the remote teaching and learning, that is what GEGs are doing for. So we have a lot of GEGs in India, but very few of them are active, and some of the active GEGs are GEG Pune, GEG Ahmedabad, GEG Punjab and Amritsar, GEG Delhi NCR. Now we have another GEG which is launched today just before an hour. That's GEG Ghaziabad, and another in the line is GEG Surat. So, it's GEGs are a community of passionate educators who join and upgrade together. So that's all about GEG. And Google for Workspace. Google Workspace for Education, earlier known as G Suite for Education, represents a complete platform that gives and platform for running a virtual school or a virtual classroom. So when you have a workspace, when you open a Gmail, when you just create a new Gmail account, you get an email account. But a Google Workspace is something like you're having your own entire tools of business onto your online community, this online platform using internet. So as the name goes, Google Workspace. So now, if you want to learn something, we enroll the children to school. So what is a school? It's an environment where it's a learning environment where teachers teach, students learn, there's administration going on, there's education going on, there's play and sport going on. Similarly, Google Workspace for Education, when you talk about, it's a workspace where learning happens, where teaching happens, where administration happens, where communications happens, where meetings happen. And all these things are combined and in one particular bouquet, which is called as Google Workspace for Education. So ma'am, can we have the next slide, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Google Workspace includes all kinds of tools that are necessary for teaching learning, specifically Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Meet, Google Calendar, and then Google Forms, Google Sites, and lot many. It's a bouquet of multiple tools that will help a teacher to successfully run a syllabus inside using technology, using Google Meet, using technology, and to teach students using remote teaching learning process. So there are different tools are there. So just as mentioned, next slide, please, ma'am. So these are the different tools: Gmail, Google Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Calendar, Meet, Workspace, then Contacts, and all these things. These are the different. This is a simple, picture of a Google Workspace account. You say that this particular account is there, then these are the tools that you're going to have with your account. So Gmail, so when you register for any email service, okay, with any of the email provider, you get an email account. So with emails, it's a communication system. You can send, receive emails. But when you register for Gmail, Gmail is a key to all the Google tools. Even if you have a private Gmail account, then still you can have access to Google tools like Google Docs, spreadsheets, and all. But when you have a Google Workspace account, it opens up a new horizon. You can have your own website. You have to get Google Workspace associated with your own domain. If it is Google Workspace for education, you need to have a school domain with it, with which it gets associated. You can have teachers enrolled into Google Workspace. You can have students enrolled. No, it's so professional. It looks so professional. It looks so honoring when you have, say, your name @yourschool.com, an email which says your name @yourschool.com. So if I'm working with a school, my name is Dr. Varia at rosarySchoolRajkot.org. So you get a new identity. You get a professional identity. Similarly, your students do get an identity. Similarly, like, say Nidhi @rosarySchoolRajkot.org. You have teachers working with you, your colleagues, right? Then say Dipti @rosarySchoolRajkot.org. So everyone gets an identity based on the school. So it becomes a very professional lookout. It becomes a very professional, working method. And all the information within the workspace can be easily shared. And the best part of Google Workspace is that you can synchronize it using offline methods as well. So Google Classroom is also, so if you're having online classroom, that's fine. But you can also have Google Classroom in an offline method. So once you download the content in the Google Classroom, you can access those contents offline. That means even if you don't have internet connection on your mobile phone, on your laptop, you can still access to the resources that you have downloaded in the Google Classroom. So this is a wonderful tool for education, and really Google has made it possible in this pandemic situation for all the teachers, all the educators around the globe, that there are certain tools that they've made it free. So let us have the next slide, please, ma'am. Yeah, still next slide. So Google Workspace is, there are many updates to Google Workspace. Right now, what the particular software that we are using will be having, say, like Google Workspace for education or fundamentals for education. So there are different flavors to it, different variants to it. Earlier referred to as G Suite for education. Earlier than Google Apps for education or Google Apps for business. So it is matured into a very refined product or very refined software over a period of time. It started way back in 2007 or 2004 rather, where Google Apps for business, that was the concept where they were giving certain tools that you can run your business efficiently using Google technology. Then more businesses or wider businesses over Google, like you have a multi-branch business house. Then they came into education. Then it is called Google, say G Suite for education, then Google Workspace for education. So what are the advantages of Google Workspace for education? So you get your own domain. As I mentioned to you, you get your own domain. And the best part is, if you have a private Gmail, if you just look at the storage capacity, you got only 15 GB of, well, that is again a very good amount of storage, but you get 15 GB, which is a very finite storage. But when you have a Google Workspace for education, you have got unlimited storage. But with February 2021, they've limited the space as 100 TB, 100 terabytes for the entire school domain. So you can have 10,000 users in one such domain. You know, if you got आपका एक school domain है, उसमें आप 10,000 users को enroll कर सकते हो without having worry to remove all the old users. So Google Workspace for Education, it's a very good technology that will take care of all these aspects. And within the users of the same domain, you have got seamless collaboration. You can collaborate with each other using documents, using slides, sheets, using forms, or using Google Classroom, Google Meet, or Google Calendar. Everything you can easily collaborate. So Google Workspace for Education has got multiple advantages. And the best and the most advantage is that the fundamentals package is free for education, free for schools, free for education institutes, okay, whether it be K-12 institutes or whether it be higher education institutes. There is a process through which you need to apply for the process. You need to get this approval done from Google themselves, and then you can have a Google Workspace, which is a free account. There are also different variants. Ma'am, we can have the next slide, please. Yeah, as you can see that there are different variants. That is fundamentals, Workspace for fundamentals, then education, standard, then teaching and learning upgrade, and education plus. So these are the 4 variants. The first variant is free. Then you have got education standard with certain amount. So it would be as per the amount for the number of teachers that are going to use in your institutes. Then teaching and learning upgrade is going to be the number of total users that are going to enroll in your school. Suppose you've got, say, 10 teachers and you've got, say, 50 students. Then you have to pay for 10 teachers and 50 students. So it could be around $3 per user. And in case of, say, education standard, it could be, say, around, say, $5 per user for the teacher. So there are different features, as you can see over here, that there are tick marks over here. And the highest of all is education plus, where every of the user has to be a paid user, but you got a lot of features in Education Plus. So to start with, education, this Google Workspace for Fundamentals is a free account. You can start with it, and if you're comfortable working with Google Workspace, then you can always have different upgrades as and when you require. So there are different features over here. You have the Gmail and the calendar, the Google Tools resources, the recording feature in the Meet. And that with Education Plus, you have got, you can divide the Google Meet to different rooms. So there are plenty of features with each and every upgrade or each and every paid version of it. So Google Workspace for Fundamentals or Google Workspace for Education is a very wonderful tool that if you're a school, you can very well materialize it as an online school. So many things we can work it out with Google Workspace. The best thing what I've experienced and what I'm experiencing right now with our school is you get a professional upgrade. I'm really happy to have my name with my school domain. So Dr. Varia at Rosary School, Rajkot.org. So whenever I communicate with my parents, whenever I communicate with the Department of Education, they know that who is communicating and from which institute they are communicating. So it gives you an identity. So this is the biggest advantage which I feel Google Workspace is giving, apart from all the associated, like, free storage, free access to tools and all those things, Google Classrooms, all those things are free in the fundamentals package. So this is all about Google Workspace, and different variants are there. You can, I think we will share this say slide deck link with all of you in the chat in a short while, so that you can always access this particular things. There are different links. I've always mentioned the links beneath, that how you can register for Workspace, how you can find this comparison chart, what is the process that you need to do. There are different links in all these Workspace slides that we have seen just now. So more things with Workspace to do. And with GEG Surat, we'll be rolling out all these things. We'll be sharing this kind of information and expertise as and when, in a due course of time. So I suppose that's all with Workspace. Do we have another slide, ma'am? Panna ma'am, what's the next slide? Yeah. So that is all for Workspace. Now I think we have another person who is going to take up with the next topic. Ma'am, you are muted. Panna ma'am, you are muted.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening everyone with much detail about Google Workspace for Education. Those who are new to Google, they will be understanding very well this. Now I hand over to Reshma ma'am. I invite Reshma ma'am to talk about Google certification. Welcome, ma'am. Please, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Panna ma'am. So now Google for Education, after we have all learned all the tools and we are using it in the classrooms, I'm sure we all want to be recognized and we want to showcase to the world or be different from all the educators around us, right? So Google for Education has carved a really, really wonderful pathway for all us educators to get certified and distinguish ourselves from others in our community. So Google has given us a whole pathway of certifications in which we have Google certified educators, and then there are programs which contains Google certified trainers, innovators, as well as coach. So Panna ma'am, if we can move on to the next slide. So the first thing is Google certified educator level 1. So while you start learning about all the Google tools and you go through, Google for Education has a beautiful course line that is jotted there. You can go through all the units. While going through each unit, you learn about each tool and the use of it as a teacher. And then once you are comfortable, you are able to give a 3-hour exam. So the examination is proctored. It is a 3-hour examination, and you have to register it on the Google for Education website. And after you pass, you get certified as Google for Education Certified Educator Level 1. So that's a nice kind of badge that you get that you can attach with your signature. It just proves that you know how to use Google tools and you are proficient in it. Now, what educators have been telling about after being certified, because a lot of the educators says that, what difference does it make in my life? Well, I would say I started that journey 1.5 years back, and it has changed the way I look at my classrooms now. So I gained a lot of confidence in what I am doing. I know exactly how to organize my work, how to assign assignments to the educators, as well as I do a lot of administrative work, which helps me organize my inbox, my folders, and share my files with my colleagues. So it has surely changed the behavior or the perspective as an educator to look at all this technology in my classroom. And it made my work, of course, easier now. Now, once you are done with this, there is a next step that is called as Google Certified Educator Level 2. Now, if you are a super user of Google tools, you have been using it for a long time, there is a time to upgrade and learn how to integrate all these things and go beyond just creating forms and giving assignments in the forms. So you learn a lot of new things, how you can use Google Slides to create your own adventures, how you can use Google Forms to make an escape room and use it. So innovative ways of using Google technology in your classroom. So integrating the tools within your workspace. Like for us, our workspace is our school and classrooms. So the next level is Certified Educator Level 2. Again, it is a 3-hour exam. There is a whole course material on Google for Education website that you can go by yourself and appear for the exam. You have to again do a registration on the website. Within 7 days, you have to complete the exam. And more details, I'm sure Panna ma'am will share with you as you go through your GEG sessions. We can also assist you in all this process, like how to register, where to find the link and everything. Now, what level 2 does it for you is now you can change the way you teach in your classroom. So you may have more interactive lessons, you integrate technology. So we are not asking you to change your pedagogy or your curriculum, but how you can make your sessions more interesting, more collaborative, and more creative in your classes. So just like Google talks about 4 C's. So we are trying to implement and integrate all these 4 C's in our classroom. So now after level 1 and level 2, let's say you're still passionate about that. I know these things, but I want my teachers, other educators also to learn all this. Because when we work together, then only we can change the way our school works, our classroom changes, right? So if you want to train your fellow educators to learn with all these tools, you apply to be a Google certified trainer. Now, even there is a process behind it. You should be able to take trainings. You should be able to share the information that you learn with others, as well as you should be a great leader and motivator for others to learn these tools. So it surely builds your resume, as well as it also gives you a chance for being featured in Google for Education directory. So Google for Education has a beautiful directory of innovators, trainers, and coaches online. So if you're trying to search for a trainer around your area, you can just go to Google for Education directory, type the name or search for trainers. So that is another excellent place for you to showcase your potential. And then that adds up to a little extra income for you. Let's say you are going and training teachers and schools. So that is one step. The next one is, now as a trainer, you can train a whole group of people. Now, let's say you want to concentrate on one teacher at a time and say that in my school, this particular teacher needs help. She is struggling with, let's say, creativity, or let's say engagement in her classroom. How can I help her one-on-one? So coach certification is basically when educators try to help in their classrooms with one-on-one instructions with other teachers. So if you are a certified coach, you might be assigned duties within your school or your school district to go help specific teachers one-on-one till they are comfortable and till they are ready to do it on their own. The third program, which is a beautiful program, I have heard so much about it, and I am aspiring to be one of the Google certified innovator. So it's an innovator academy. And let's say you are passionate about a change in your education system, something that you really want to know a solution to. So we all are teachers, right? We always talk to each other about, oh, I wish ऐसा नहीं होता. अगर मुझे chance दिया जाए तो मैं ये करूँगी एक school में. I will change everything. काश मैं principal होती, काश मैं authority होती who can take decisions, right? So if you are an educator who is really passionate about bringing a change or doing something, but you just don't know what to do about it, how to do it. So Google Innovator Academy is a wonderful place to apply to with your passion and your challenge. You are clubbed with other innovators. So it's an application process. Not everybody who applies can be selected. So you will be selected. If you are selected, you are engaged into an 8-week of academy where you will be working with people from Google as well as innovators, and they will help you and guide you towards your project. So here I would like to request Sangeeta ma'am, who is already a Google certified innovator, to just talk about her experience. I'm still in the process. I'm still trying to see if I can reach that position, but we have Sangeeta ma'am. So Sangeeta ma'am, if you can tell a little bit more about your experience as an innovator.
Yeah, thank you, Reshma. Google has one very interesting way. They keep us on toes because they keep updating their programs and also the tools. So when I joined the Google Teacher Academy, as it was called, that was in 2014. So in 2014, we had the Google Teacher Academy. At that time, this program had a very different shape and a very different approach. It was a 3 days program which we had, as as it is called, Google Teacher Academy. And then in 2016 or 2015 end, it was reshaped, and what you see now is a very different program, very intense. It's not something which gets over in 3 days. It's where the innovators who are selected, as Reshma said, not everybody gets a chance to get elected or selected. It's a process. You have to apply, you have to submit your proposal of what you want to do if you get this chance, and you work under the mentorship of a few innovators as well as the Googlers and people who are passionate about education and technology. So it is somewhere where you will work on a project. It could be, so again, if I'm not wrong, Global GEG is an Innovator Academy project. So it was a collaborative effort of Innovator Academy 2020, where they started with coming up with this idea to reach out not only locally, but across the globe. So that kind of a product takes shape. What it does, it is entirely up to the innovator who's possibly evolving in this process. So what you might start with, that, oh, I'm going to change the world. Well, it might not happen. by the end of it, you might have to take only the word maybe change, and what you change with it will take the shape. So it is a process, but wonderful journey. And also because what all of these programs do is they connect you. So just as today you see all of us connected through GEG, whether you are a certified educator, whether it's just level 1 or level 2 or trainer, it gives you a community to work with. And that is what I think is the most beautiful part of it.
You said it right, Sangeeta ma'am. And when you join all these groups like GEGs and the trainer community, the innovators community, I'm sure as well, you connect with educators all around the world. So you get to see how they are teaching, what is their way of learning and teaching in the classroom, how people share the resources that they have made, as well as Google insists on not reinventing the wheel, right? So as a teacher, if we are just doing the same thing, like every science teacher in the school is doing the same thing, we are just adding up to our work, right? And then the productivity obviously decreases, and it is not, the quality doesn't remain. So they insist on having a collaborative way, and a lot of educators share their self-made products with others, which you can modify a little bit, and you just give them credits on that you used their slides. So that is how the community works, and GEG especially that. So GEG is, again, just like Panna ma'am said, it is to come together and share. Of course, there is a leadership because somebody has to take ownership of whatever is happening around the whole community, but it is more of sharing and learning with each other.
Right.
So thank you, Sangeeta ma'am, and thank you, Panna ma'am. You can take over.
Yeah. Thank you, Reshma ma'am, and thank you, Sangeeta ma'am, for a wonderful description about Google certification and innovators thing. And yes, rightly said, as GEG actually brings together all these people together, as Sangeeta ma'am also insisted that yes, they bring and we can connect with people all around the world. It's not, it's no matter this is GEG Surat, but still anybody from any part of the country or any part of the world can join this group and learn and inspire others also. So it's a wonderful platform which I have got, and I'm looking forward to grow with people around me. And now I welcome to Sonia ma'am. Sonia ma'am, she's here.
Yes, Panna. Hi. I'm here.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to the GEG Launch Surat event. And she's an entrepreneur, and she is from Google. Please introduce yourself, Sonia ma'am.
I can understand. It can be a tongue twister sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm an adoption specialist with Google for Education India. Many congratulations, Panna ma'am, on the launch of your chapter. I'm sure you'll do great work. You have some great, wonderful leaders to follow. You've got Reshma here, Sangeeta ma'am here, Dr. Varia, who's mentored you. You've got Dr. Narjeet and everyone else. I see so many GGs who have joined this session today. So all the very best. And, I'm sure you'll do wonderful for your educator community.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Sangeeta ma'am to take over further.
Yeah, thank you, Panna. Thank you.
Yep.
So again, as we've been, hearing that GEGs are all about the 4 words that are connected often with GEG are share, learn, inspire, and empower. So I think to end today's launch of GEG Surat, we thought why not also do what GEGs are meant for, to share and learn together, and maybe also, as Dr. Varia talked about, the power of Google Workspace for Education, that is to collaborate. So to connect, collaborate also is, something which is very, very powerful with the Google Workspace for Education and all the apps that one comes across, whether it is Google Doc or whether it is Google Slides. And one of the tools that has evolved, I would say just in last 1.5 years, is the Jamboard. And that is something which we thought we'll end up with, so that the people who have joined us as the participants in the launch can also get their hands into it and can experience something. Maybe it is not entirely new for all.
Sangeeta ma'am, you are muted, I guess.
No, ma'am, your voice is not audible. Yeah, there's some issue with the audio. Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah.
Again, it went. Not audible, ma'am. Ma'am, you are muted. Sangeeta ma'am, you are muted.
Oh. It just got muted now, is it? You could hear the initial.
Yeah, now we are audible, yes.
Yes.
So as I was sharing the screen, maybe it got went on mute. All right. So as we were talking about, we will just try to end with a little bit of a task activity just to inspire and also to share and learn together on Jamboard. So if you are not familiar with Jamboard, a quick tour of that. And how do you find Jamboard? As I'm sure in all your GEG sessions, you will explore various possibilities of these tools. They all can be fetched from your Google Drive. At the same time, you can always type in your Omnibox jamboard.google.com or docs.google.com. Those will also start off a new, whether it is doc or slide or jam. So this is our first blank jam that has opened up. Anything, in fact, that opens up in the space of, in the environment of Google, it always comes up as an untitled. So the very first thing would be to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it a demo, right? So just to give you a quick tour, and then we will let you try your hands on it. So this is my demo jam, and there is a pen tool here, which is working very well in the current environment when we want to actually use it just like a whiteboard. So if you are thinking about, you don't have a whiteboard when you're teaching your students, well, this is something that you can make use of. You have, there is a marker, there is highlighter, and there is also brush. So you can use this particular tool very nicely with even younger children, where you can give them some image and you want them to color it or to shade certain parts of the plant or organs, and you want them to label. So all of that can be done wonderfully with Jamboard. So anytime you want to use something where you want like the artwork coming in, I would say go for Jamboard. Of course, there are eraser, there is a select tool, and then very important and convenient is the sticky notes. So when you are doing some kind of a brainstorming, you can possibly ask students. So you can basically, take a sticky note and ask them to say, how are you feeling today? And if you kind of put that out and share this jam with your students, they can then take a sticky note and answer you back. So that's definitely a possibility, whether it is brainstorming over a particular topic that you're teaching, or you are trying to just get their opinion about a certain common decision that you want to take for your class. Definitely sticky notes have been used, in our regular environment when we are looking at the possibility of, physical classroom. I still remember, because Innovator Academy that Reshma talked about, it has brought back so many of my old memories. And I remember that in the Google's office, the room where we were working for 3 days, the whole of the walls of it were, at the end of the 3 days, were covered with posters and our sticky notes on it, because that is where we were thinking, refining our ideas and redoing. So now you have a virtual whiteboard where you can put sticky notes and, wonderfully collaborate and connect together. Other than that, you have an add image. You have an add image is very wonderful feature as well. You can have image, you can upload, you can use a URL and search for it. But what I really love about it is also the camera. So you can actually ask your students, the first day when you meet them, or you want to just make a memory book with them, You can ask them to open the Jamboard, and in front, go to image. You can take a camera. You can maybe take a picture along with that. Ask them to take a picture. You get the picture and you insert. So this would possibly be the quickest way. If you are trying to get a class photograph done, you can get that done on the Jamboard. So there are so many ways that Jamboard can be made use of. At the same time, we also have basic features like setting the background. So if you are a teacher who wants to have a dotted background or a ruled line kind of a environment where you want to write or give children the jam where they are going to write, all of these are possible. For younger children, if you are teaching maths, right? So when we are teaching maths, we are looking at these kind of a number grids where you're putting the digits separated. And the best thing that has come up quite recently, not very recently, but recent enough in the life of Jamboard, is that you can change the background and you can insert an image. So this is working wonders, especially because there is one drawback in Jamboard, and that is to clear frame. So if you click on the clear frame, then everything that you have put on the Jamboard vanishes. So that was the feedback that Google was being given from all educators across the world, and they did act on it, and they made sure that there is a possibility that teachers can set the background and then over it. So whether it is a prompt that you want to send out to the kids, you want to give them maybe a background over which the question itself is laid out and the students are asked to answer. All of that can be done with a Jamboard. And in the Jamboard, take the background, choose the image. So you can create the image, and just to demonstrate what it looks like, I have a Jamboard ready here. So this is our Jamboard for GEG Surat, and this is the one that you are going to work on. So you can see the Jamboard has now few frames that you can add in. I think there are 20, or maybe got extended a little. I'm losing on that. But you can add multiple frames. And as docs, slides, or any other Google Apps goes, there is this big blue button of share. When you're working within your organization, as Dr. Varia was talking about the emphasis on why it is important to go for Google Workspace for education, it is very important for the security reasons as well. When you are working in the school environment, you would like to share a document only within the domain, not with outsiders. So share button is there, and if you're working in an organization, you can limit the sharing only within your organization. Right now, I'm using my general Gmail ID, so I don't have that advantage. I don't need it because I want you to work on it. And to do that, the settings that I have chosen to be anyone on the internet with this link can edit. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to come back to the Meet session and look for the chat, and I'm going to put this link in there. But before I send out this link, let me show you what I have on the Jam, what I'm expecting, right? Expectations from the teacher must be made clear to the class before we give you the homework. So nothing much. I'm only looking for you to pick a sticky note and let us know who you are, what subject do you teach. Let Panna ma'am, maybe she already knows you, but maybe you can make your introduction here. And also, what are you looking forward to learn with the GEG, right? That's the prompt from my side. If you think this page is busy or you're not getting enough space, you can pick the second frame or third frame, and let's hear from you. Let's get you to work along with this. So I'm sending out this link in the chat. So just look at the chat of the Google Meet, click on it, and you will be able to get going with the Jamboard activity that we have planned for you. Let's see if we can give you whatever time Panna ma'am allows. I'm not too sure of how much. Okay, we have. Yes. So we'll go with Panna ma'am's instructions. Right now, my clock does say it's 7:58. We can spare a minute or two on it. And as I look at it, because it is set to the settings of anyone with the link can edit, the little icons that you see on the top, are all coming up as anonymous. But when you're working in your domain and you share this Jamboard with your students, you will see these bubbles that are coming up. And when you take the cursor there, you will be able to see their names. So that is the most important part, at least from my side. That's the most important part of being in an organization associated with Google Workspace for Education. It will not be anonymous anymore, right? And you do want to, see which student has written what and how it is progressing. So again, definitely go ahead, and if you also want to put in a congratulation message for Panna ma'am, we can also always add an image. If you are excited as I am about using the camera and you want us to know, because right now most of the cameras are off, you can take your picture and insert here as well. And when we are looking at Google image search, definitely that's the most powerful thing. So suppose I'm looking for something as congratulations, and I look for a particular image here. Let's see if we can get something nice for Panna ma'am, so we can have a congratulations message coming in, and we can insert that right into the Jamboard. So definitely that is a possibility for you. Oh, it's gone reverse. I don't know why. So let's see if that can be changed. No, it's not getting changed. So I can see Reshma has taken the excitement of getting her image in the Jamboard. Let's see if anybody is working on the second frame. So you can come up to the second frame as well. If you think the first one is getting too crowded, move over to the second frame and you can insert an image from here. Let me try again in case maybe that image was reflected image. Let me check in case. Yeah, this is working fine. So this is where we are looking at. So congratulations to GEG.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best to Panna ma'am and the team who will be taking this forward and bringing these exciting learning opportunities for all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. And I would request everyone just spare 1 minute and share what you would like to learn from us from GEG Surat.
Yeah. On this occasion, I would still wish to make an announcement, Panna ma'am, with your kind permission.
Yes, yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
All of us are here together since we have Reshma ma'am, we got Sangeeta ma'am, Najit ma'am, we got Sonia from Google India. So yes, we got Pali as well. Yeah. So as you know, we have just discussed it, what are GEGs, what are GEGs, and what is the advantage of being a member with GEG is basically you learn and collaborate. So yeah, we are making a very big announcement right now is that we are coming up, me and Reshma, we are coming up with another boot camp for level 2. So
wonderful.
Yeah, so coming August, mid-August, 13, 14, 15, we are planning to organize a boot camp for level 2 certification for Google. We'll be rolling out the communications soon, and we take this opportunity to announce it in the launch of GEG Surat. Why it's important to be connected with GEG and what would be the advantages. One of this, that these kind of workshops are completely free on a voluntary basis to all the educators. So yes, taking this advantage further to another level is that we're going to come up with a boot camp, a 3-day boot camp, 2 hours on each day. And that is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is 13th, 14th, and 15th of August. Reshma, would you like to say something to this?
Yeah, we did level 1 boot camp twice. And the first one was right in the beginning when we started GEGs. And then we did a second boot camp in March, which was level 1. And we see a lot of educators taking benefit of it. We also had wonderful APAC sessions, GEG APAC sessions in regional languages that motivated educators to push themselves a little further, learn more tools, and get certified. And then we are getting requests from the ones who are already level 1 that now what can we do next? They wanted to continue with the journey to be level 2. So we thought about it and we said it's a good time because it's 15th August. There will be a lot of breaks in between. Educators might have little more time. So it's still in the making, but this is what we do. We try to learn what educators want at that point, and we try to bring in things that will benefit them. So it's just the beginning. We are still working on it, and we surely would like and request and need help of all the mentors that we can to have this boot camp. So again, it is going to be a collaborative boot camp with all the GEGs and any educator who would like to contribute. So we are working on it. So this is exactly what GEGs do. So we are trying to come up with things that educators will want from us. So
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful announcement. And I'm sure more people will be joining and getting benefited with this boot camp.
Yeah. So once again, Panna ma'am, very big congratulations to you for starting a GEG Surat chapter, and we hope to collaborate very well with the members of GEG Surat. And as Sangeeta ma'am rightly said that though it is a local chapter of Surat, but it is not limited to the people of Surat. If any person from any educator from any part of the country or any part of the world can join and benefit by being a member. So we all are members with all the GEGs here in India. Right? We are a member with, I'm a member with Pune, I'm a member with, say, Ahmedabad, or say Delhi, then Punjab, Amritsar, and Surat as well, and Ghaziabad as well. So all these GEGs, we are all a part of it, and we learn from each other. So it's always glad to be a part of a bigger community and be learning from the mentors there. So thank you one and all for being present and spending your precious time with us. Thank you all the mentors for giving your blessings to GEG Surat, and all the best wishes to Panna ma'am for starting this thing.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. And I would also share the links. Okay.
We have already shared the presentation link in the chat.
Okay,
so
sir. Thank
you.
You.
And would directly take it from the presentation as well.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we conclude this launch event here. Thank you, everyone, for being present here.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Congratulations. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.